Welcome to another edition of Tesla Tips and Trips. You join me inside my Tesla Model Y, and on this episode, we are going to cover my experience with my rear spoiler lifting up soon after delivery. All right, so we delivered our Tesla Model Y Performance on December 10th of 2021. The video is awesome. It's doing well on the channel. I'm sure you've seen it. Our reactions are absolutely genuine on that video, and it was a lot of fun. It came out great. So our Performance Y has a spoiler. It's a carbon fiber spoiler. And, you know, I've seen all the posts on Facebook about how they're lifting up and coming off and on the ends, and it's not working out right and stuff. Well, sure enough, I don't know, about a month and a half, 2 months into ownership, I noticed it coming up. Now, doesn't mean it wasn't coming up before, because as I'll tell you later on in the video, but so we noticed it. I put in a request on the app to have it looked at and have it fixed. They came back with an appointment and a time window, and I was all set. Okay, great, they're gonna come fix it. So then, I don't know, a few weeks go by and they say they had to cancel it and reschedule. And my guess is because they didn't actually have the spoiler on hand to replace it, because they put a new one on. They don't try to fix the one that's there. So they set up a new appointment, new time, and this was all fine. About a week before the appointment, they send me an invoice, and it's like over $1,000 bucks. I'm going to show it to you right now. And that's their estimate as to the cost of replacing this. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? There's no way. This is a warranty issue. You know, it's all over Facebook. They're not going to charge me for that. But I agree to it. I say, okay, fine, $1,000. If that's the estimate, whatever. I know it's not going to be charging. They're not going to be charging me. So they show up. And they install the new spoiler. I, of course, ask them before they do any work, is this covered under warranty? And he said, absolutely, yeah. We have a bunch of these coming out, lifting up on the right side, some of them on the left side. Turns out there was no adhesive on it at all in that area. So whether I noticed or not, it was not connected to the car, even at delivery. So they're coming out and they're fixing this, no problem. Again, we're 6 months into ownership. That's how warranties are supposed to work traditionally with car makers. You hear all the horror stories on Facebook on how they don't honor warranties and how they're not doing anything like that. I'm here to tell you, they did it. So that's what they did. Let's get into the video. Now, this was a 20-minute process from the time they rolled up in their gasoline van, ironic, huh? From the time they rolled up to the time they left, I timed the video, it was 20 minutes. I'm not going to put you through that. We're going to make it a minute. It's going to be super fast, and you're going to see just how quick and easy this particular fix was. So roll that footage. All right, pretty painless experience with Tesla service. Now, this was in Southern California. They are based in the Van Nuys service center, but I've had a few mobile service techs come out to my house for various tiny little items. This was probably the biggest thing. Took 20 minutes, and I would not fear this going forward. If you've got a Tesla Model Y Performance and you want to get this fixed, or there's other little weird things, just set up an appointment. Most things can be done via mobile service. Obviously, bigger things, mechanical things, you're going to have to, you know, take it in and they'll do it in the shop. But this was pretty easy. They had 2 guys, as you saw in the video. I think he was training one of the guys, but I think it's also easier to put the spoiler on with 2 people, as I've experienced trying to put one on my Model 3, an aftermarket one. So what else? It was easy to set up. Yes, they canceled the first appointment, but I think it's because they didn't have a spoiler. But yes, they came. It was like 1 hour inside the window. I think their window was 12 to 4, and they came at 1 o'clock. And quick and painless, free of charge, $0, as you'll see right here. And they, you know, fixed the spoiler. So 1 day in, let's show you. I'm going to show you the footage now, 1 day after the fact. And here is the footage of what it looks like the next morning. All right, so it's been a day since Tesla came and installed my spoiler on the back of my Tesla Model Y Performance. Let's take a look and see how it's sticking, and a couple of things I want to point out along the way. So let's take a look. It's right here. All right, so coming on the driver's side, it appears that there's like no lifting whatsoever. This is good. I mean, if I push down, it is rock solid. This looks like there's a little bit of separation, but I mean, if you push down, there's nothing showing any lifting. Let's go the length of the spoiler here. Cool spoiler cam, huh? So this is the side that was having issues originally. The right side, I mean, was lifting up, and the Tesla guy showed me there was actually no adhesive. So it wasn't just lifting up, there was just nothing there. That's how it came from the factory. And he said there was a bunch like this, and they've been, you know, coming out and as needed to replace these. So it wasn't a matter of the adhesive or installation was wrong or anything like that. This whole section, like right here, had nothing there. So of course it's not going to stick. So now, I don't know if you can see here, it's pretty solid. I'm pushing down. I'm not even seeing any lift up or down or anything like that. I've got an aftermarket spoiler on my Model 3. Clearly there's a difference in quality. I understand this is about, well, $1,000 if you look at the receipt that I had. But they came out, installed it, free of charge, $0, under warranty. Tesla gets a lot of bad stuff, bad publicity, saying that, you know, they don't warranty stuff, but this thing is 6 months old now. We bought it in December, it's now May, and it's fine. I mean, I set it up in the app. It took a few months. The first appointment did not happen. I set up the appointment, they said this date and time, and then it came back and said we have to reschedule, and it was about a month out from that date, and I just had it done on May 3rd. So it took a little bit, and I think the hang up was they actually needed the spoiler, because this is a brand new spoiler. They didn't take the old one and put adhesive on it. They literally gave me a brand new one and threw the other one in the truck. And a couple other things to note, they don't do any measuring, they don't do any taping like you see on YouTube, trying to put this thing on. There are actually guidelines, he said, within the inside of the spoiler, and it literally just kind of pops into place. He also said no need for painter's tape holding it on for 48 hours. This one should be good to go, don't worry about it. So far, I'm liking the way this is looking. Of course, absolutely. If it starts lifting on either end, I will set up another appointment, and I will, of course, let you know here on the channel, because if it's Tesla related, I'm making a video. That's basically our policy here. And my wife always rolls her eyes. You're making a video on that? Well, yeah, of course. So, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Let's take a look at the underside, too. Everybody always likes the undershot of the spoiler. Well, I don't know that for sure, but I do. So looking pretty good here too. This is harder to do. Yeah, looking pretty good. So I will of course let you know on this channel if I see any lifting and if I have to make another appointment, but a day out and it's looking pretty good. All right, that's been my experience with Tesla service when it comes to the Tesla Model Y Performance spoiler and its replacement because it was lifting on one side. What has your experience been with this particular situation? If you've got a Performance and your spoiler's lifting and you had them come out, what has your experience been with this? Or any other little tiny items with a Tesla Model Y or 3? I know I'm limiting myself to Tesla Model 3s and Ys, but that's because that's all I own. I own a 3 and I own a Y. I don't want to get into the whole S and X stuff because I just don't know enough about those cars. So what has your experience been with Tesla mobile service? For a spoiler or otherwise, easy kind of fixes, let us know down in the comments. I'd love to interact with you guys. Lots of cool comments lately. I love the comments. It's awesome to interact with you guys. One guy said I sound like Seth MacFarlane, like exactly like him, and thinks I should be able to do the voices of Stewie and Brian and Peter. I don't know. I've been trying. I don't hear it in my head, but that's me. But it's a compliment. The fact that I sound like Seth MacFarlane, that's a win in my book. So, all right, let's do all the YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we totally appreciate you joining us here on the channel. I hope this helped you out with my experience, and I hope that helps with your possible experiences. And we'll catch you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.